This is Shane Groves, May 27, 2016. This is video number 2. I talk too much. So, it's the community that needs to come together and form some sort of board of directors in a community. Because if it's a legal right to vote for a mayor who does stuff for the city, well, why can't the city come together and do something for the community or for the city? We're just as employed as they are. They get $400,000 a year, or close to 400-something thousand. But yet, Rob Ford was a crack dealer, crack user. He was a drunk. He also cheated on his wife, but his wife still stuck with him. And yet I have a hard time finding work because everybody's prejudging me because of my criminal record. Well, if something was brought upon somebody and they're trying to change and they need the help to change, to encourage them to keep helping them to change, then why do I need to be judged upon? Why can't I or Tyler or anybody else that needs help or wants the help, because there's many that just wants to stay on the street because that's their freedom of choice of how they live. But those who are needing the actual help and are wanting to do something with themselves, they should actually be helped. Why is it that they are being ignored? He can look like a young, handsome guy in a suit or in proper clothing. He's got barely any clothing, but yet he keeps getting food and spare change. How is he going to have self-esteem or self-respect for himself if he's forced to live in the situation he is? I don't know exactly 100% of his story, but apparently his family kind of broke up. He was a bit young, but not young enough to be in CAS from what I know of. And he ended up just, bam, there was no help for him. He couldn't get anywhere. He couldn't get back into school. Couldn't find work, so he's resorted to what? Homelessness. And if you have no assistance, he's not even on welfare right now to get $265 for street allowance. Why is that? Why did it take almost 2 years for him to sleep in an alleyway for a cop to end up being called and tell him, yo, there's shelters? Why did the religious people not help him or take him into a church? The church is a religious symbol. Excuse me, ma'am. You know, and they should have helped. They should have notified him that there's shelters, there's resources, write down some contacts, help him with an email, do something to actually initiate the actual help. But no one helped him. And now he's stuck in a situation. He's in a shelter that he doesn't like. You know, he's got to keep bringing his property because they can't really store it there. So it looks to the society that he's not doing anything with himself. Because he keeps staying away and is wearing the same clothes. Keeps bringing his property out. And by the time he's done, he goes to the shelter. There's no time to do laundry. I've offered him to come to my place and have free laundry and do something and wash his clothes, and he doesn't want to. That's his choice, but I'm still trying to encourage him to come and do some laundry. And then after you're done your laundry, we can chill and talk a bit, and then you can go back to your shelter. He needs a bus pass so that he could try to get around if he was to look for places to live. Or get to an office for an appointment with John Howard so that he can try to get housing. What is wrong with society? I'm an ex-homeless person. Why do I have to initiate the situation where I'm the one that's helping them? If these people that are in organizations and so forth, why are they not coming out here day in and day out and initiating the help of an individual or many people? Who? Hang on a second. Hey, sir, you won't be able to play there. You can't play there because it's on the property. The security will tell you to move. Okay. On the sidewalk on that side. That's the only way you can go. So, you know what I mean? And the thing is that we have to do something as a community to start showing why is it the community that's doing something when the organizations who are doing these fundraisers, walks, bike-a-thon, whatever it may be, how come they're not coming out here and asking homeless people to participate in a run, a marathon, or a car wash, or any other type of fundraisers? They do it themselves so that they benefit from the money, from the fundraiser that people are giving them. If you think the organizations are that good and that they do help, do your own research, find out, and look for yourself that these organizations don't do nothing for the homeless. They get their fundraising money, they go back to the office, they celebrate with cake and food, and yet there's no homeless people around to be seen to see any success stories of them helping them. So we need to do something as a community and actually do something to raise money for actual proper awareness who will actually do something, and day in and day out. I'm doing this as a volunteer basis. I really enjoy what I do. I really want to make a point in society. I want to be something in life. So why not let me? It's a freedom of right to allow me to choose what I would like to do with my life. I'm still waiting on surgery on my ankle. I cannot bend it like this direction on this left foot. But I'm riding a bike for a little bit of the therapy on the muscles and everything else. So until my job actually hires me and gets me to work, I can't do nothing because of my ankle. So why can't I do what I want to do? And why am I judged on what I'm doing? I should be completely, 100% completely loved and respected that I'm actually doing something that I care about. That is what needs to be done. If there is others out there that see this video, contact me, email, Facebook, watch my YouTube channel, contact me. Let's get together, have a coffee or something, and actually come out here and start doing something on a one-to-one basis and work with one person at a time and slowly show the society that this can be done. We will never, ever, ever in history, as long as the human exists, will never be able to end homelessness or hoboness, which is jumping trains and traveling and so forth, or buying bus passes and traveling. There's a lot of travelers in this city who are homeless and squeegee and panel with their animals and so forth. Those are the ones that choose to sleep in a park and do what they would like to do, whatever they want to do. If they don't want any help, then that's okay. We will respect that, but at least we'll keep asking them. Is there anything that we can do? Is there a place that we can help you get resided until you decide to leave? Can we help you with getting on welfare? Do we need to help you with getting ID? Yes, there's ID clinics, but it takes so damn long to get ID. Right? Because certain people don't have any ID, so how can they even prove that, how can they write on the application their information if they don't even know a family member or where to start or how to get it? You know what I mean? It's a difficult situation where people are forced to be in the situation they're forced in because no one wants to help. So Tyler here, he's trying to save up for about last month's rent if he can't get it through welfare, which he's eligible to get because of the fact that he's never been on welfare and he's 18. But he needs to save up $30 to get the Ontario license, which is the purple one that looks like a driver's license, from College Park, the Ontario services there. If anybody's willing to give him or take him to go and get that, it's $30. Welfare is not paying it because he's not on welfare to get it. So if anybody can help him get that, he's got a birth certificate, he's got a health card, he's got social insurance. So that will be a slow progress, or progress